Hello, you're listening to E-Bible Fellowship's new Open Forum Excerpts, and now we present the following excerpt.
Welcome to our program. Please go ahead with your call.
So explain this. This is something that I haven't been understanding too well. So the judgment process, right? So yeah, the saints will judge the world, but why is it that there's certain places that people are not going to hear this word? They're not going to hear about May 21, 2011, or that God is now judging the world, but other places do hear it. I don't understand that aspect. Why does one person has to hear judgment, but the other person is excluded from that? Like in an island somewhere secluded that we've never been through, or like Aboriginal people, that they don't get to hear that. So how does that work? I'm thinking that when they're, as they dying, that's God's wrath on them, right? But, the saints will judge. I was always under the understanding of it was through the rapture that everybody, you know what I mean? In that sense, that they are being judged. It's a judgment on condemnation that they were left behind. But as far as
the last day, the literal last day, the rapture, or before that, resurrection, opening the graves, is all a part of Judgment Day.
And that has to happen.
And so, over the course of this time, I don't know how widespread the message of May 21 or the fact that we're in Judgment Day is going to travel, across the world. We know, going back to prior to May 21, billions heard that message. They heard the declaration that it was Judgment Day, even after when Mr. Camping was doing the Open Forum and for a few days or a couple of weeks, and the news media was there especially, they heard that declaration. Many of them followed up October 21. Well, this is the day that it was thought the world would end. Why would the world end? It's Judgment Day. And so over the course of time, E-Bible Fellowship has been going on a number of track trips, handing out 50, 60, 70,000 tracts here, 60,000 tracts there. And we've been consistently declaring these things on social media platforms every opportunity we get. We have also broadcast these things to mainland China. I believe we rented an hour for 1 year, every day for a year, and then another year we rented an hour. It was all we could afford at the time, and we broadcast through Radio Taiwan, the same station Family Radio used to broadcast to mainland China. And we did that for 2 years, but it was only our programming. Yet all these things add up, just continuing to share, continuing to teach, and word will get out there to who God wants to hear. But let's say, and I'm sure in a world of 8 billion, and yeah, Aborigines, or they're still discovering lost tribes who have never had contact with civilization. I just saw something about that maybe like a month and a half ago. And what about all these people? They don't have internet, they don't have any of that. Well, they'll know on the last day through the experience, there will be a resurrection. So there will be an opening of the ground, and the usual method of God to open the ground for resurrection is earthquake. So whether there's a literal earthquake or not, it'll be the end of the world. Through the experience of the end of the world, which is the final judgment, they will know the judgment of God is upon them. And, through maybe not intellectually, but through the very experience itself will be experiential knowledge.
Thanks for watching. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications. That way you don't miss any upcoming videos.